Welcome to NegoSHEnte, ang programang naghahatid sa inyo ng maraming kwento at kaalaman tungkol sa pagninegosyo. Ako si Roda Castro-Caliwara, your resident Pinay entrepreneur. At ito ang NegoSHEnte. Hakot Queen, yan ang tawag ko sa kanya sa dami na ng mga awards na natanggap niya. Our guest for today is an advocate dedicated to providing agricultural economic opportunities for farmers, United Nations Ambassador for Food Security and Nutrition, and the CEO of Alegre, Miss Cherrie Atilano. Hi Cherrie, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. Such a pleasure to be here with you.
Sa dinami-dami ng mga ginagawa mo, Cherrie, ha? Why the heart for farmers?
Why farmers? I grew up in a farm kasi I grew up in Silay, Negros Occidental, basically in the middle of the sugarcane farm. And I want to dedicate my professional and, life choices in really serving the farmers. Sila yung palaging front of feeding the country, but at the same time, sila yung nahuhuli sa mga biyaya, no?
And how old were you then nung nag-start ka na magkaroon nga ng puso para sa mga farmers?
Oh my goodness. I was 11 years old. I read a book, and the book says, if you're poor, 100% of your income goes to food. 70% napupunta sa kanin. 30% napupunta sa ulam. If you know how to plant vegetables around your house, you will save the 30% because saving is still income. And I was so excited. I brought that book home, and then I asked my mom to help me in teaching farmers in sari-sari stores.
And you were only like 11 years old.
11 years old, yeah. Ako nagtuturo. Paano magtanim ng kamatis? Paano magtanim ng talong? Paano mag-composting gamit yung mga basura sa sugarcane farm? It really helped me that at a very young age, I gained the respect.
Ano yung mga challenges na nakita mo, naranasan mo?
So yung mga challenges, like dito sa Pilipinas alone, every day since 1975, nagpo-produce ang Pilipinas ng mga kabataan na hindi talaga sila makakompete. Kasi pag pinabayaan mong malnourished yung bata, especially sa first 1,000 days ng bata, talagang yung cognitive development niya, yung development ng kanyang utak, hampered na siya or limited na. So in the future, hindi talaga sila makaperform sa school, hindi din sila makakompete in terms of livelihood. So every time I go to this farming community, palagi kong sinasabi sa kanila, sandali lang, magpahinga muna tayo, maupo muna tayo. Pero makinig tayo kung anong gusto ninyong pangarap, anong pangarap ninyo sa sarili ninyo, sa mga anak ninyo, sa komunidad ninyo, anong gusto nyong makamit para sa bansa natin. Kasi pag pakinggan mo lang yung problema, hindi kayo matatapos.
Correct.
We make them part of the entire nation building. So yun ang aking trabaho na gustong-gusto ko.
So it's
gawin.
really an advocacy para sa'yo.
Yes. But at the same time, kung advokasya siya na hindi naman nila na pagkakakitaan ng ekonomiya, wala din doon. Kasi mahirap kausapin yung taong gutom.
Correct.
I was 22 years old. I was exposed to agrarian reform farmers. No, coming from sugarcane farm, nung dinivide yung mga lupa. So naging micro farmers, no, smallholder farmers yung tawag natin sa kanila. Kung yung mindset ng smallholder farmers ay every year nanghihingi na lang sa gobyerno ng boto, hindi pwede yon. Dapat yung mindset nila, paano nila maging negosyo na ang binigay na boto sa kanila this year, mapalago nila yon para ibang farmers naman ang makakuha ng tulong the next year. So, mahirap siyang gawin kasi syempre dati nakadepende sila na may amo sila, tapos wala silang pakialam kung anong gagawin sa lupa, magtrabaho lang sila. Ngayon, they are micro-entrepreneurs. Right now, we've been working with more than 30,000 smallholder farmers sa buong Pilipinas and dumadami sila.
So, hindi ka lang farmer, teacher ka pa. And the best way to teach people, especially mga farmers, is to share your story.
Ay, totoo yan. Noong 2017, nagtayo ako ng farm school. Nag-aral ako sa Harvard. Diba? So sabi ko parang, it's so humbling how I learned this in Harvard or in Stanford. And then, paano ko to bibit-bitin at i-translate na maintindihan siya ng mga farmers? Kasi walang silbing pinag-aralan mo sa mga Ivy League schools na yun or kung saan-saan kung hindi mo to kayang explain sa farmer. Kadalasan yung kausap ko, hindi marunong magsulat at magbasa. So yung final exam nila, hindi pa sulatin.
Oo.
Oral or action. Gawan mo ako ng organic fertilizer. Lahat ng ingredients nakalatag.
Yes.
So yung farm school namin ngayon, sa awa ng Diyos, nakapag-graduate na kami ng more than 3,000.
Wow.
Scholars yan lahat ha. Bayad yan
Wow.
lahat ng TESDA.
Alam mo, inspired na inspired ako sa'yo. But if there's one person who influenced you the most, sino kaya yan?
My mom.
Okay.
You know, my mom is a single mom. And I get emotional about this. Kasi yung dad ko kasi namatay when I was 3. My dad is very NegoSHEnte. He's been into sugarcane business, antique business, at lahat na lang. Magdala ng sakada galing sa ibang probinsya papuntang Bacolod. Yung mom ko, when my father died, my mom was a plain housewife and really took over the business, no? So, my mom would always tell me na, you know, once you connect your brain and your heart, you become a person who's so compassionate. And I don't want you to be only successful. I want you to be relevant and significant. Especially that I work with agriculture. It's really important because sometimes, you know, may farmers talaga na masakit ulo mo. Alam mo yung parang binigyan mo yung kamay mo, kakainin pa yung kamay mo, pati yung leeg mo. Kasi they feel na kailangan kaming tulungan, may entitlement. Mahirap kami, kailangan kaming tulungan. She told me that when I was 6 years old, imagine. Kasi gustong-gusto ko maglaro ng Chinese garter, ayaw ko magbigay ng pagkain sa neighbors namin. Hinila talaga ako ng mom ko. Sabi ng mom ko, ayaw kung ganyan yung ugali mo, no? You really need to be giving because the more you give, the universe and God will always give you back. So my mom would always be my stronghold and my greatest prayer warrior in everything that I do.
Well, I love what you differentiated yung success from significance. And when you're able to make an impact into the lives of the people around you, and when you're able to help other women to become entrepreneurs like you, then you have moved from success to significance. Congratulations,
Oh,
Cherrie.
thank you so much for that.
At sana makilala ko ang mother mo one of these days.
Yes, definitely.
Sa Algot, Bacolod.
Yeah, you come to Bacolod and she will prepare you a feast.
Ang kakampi ng mga farmers, ang napakagaling na Miss Cherrie Atilano. Maraming salamat for your time.
Oh, thank you so much. It's such a pleasure all the time to share our advocacy for agriculture and to really represent, you know, the voice of the farmers and of course the fishers in our country.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Ang ating feature sa Women's Voices sa hapon na ito ay isa na namang napaka-creative at visionary na entrepreneur. Brought to you by SM Supermalls.
Brought to you by SM Supermalls.
Hi, my name is Techie German Hagerdorn. I am a fashion designer. I make clothes for women of all ages, I'd like to think, and women of all body types. In my designs, I like to incorporate Filipino fabrics and Filipino embroidery. I use a lot of fabrics from Lumban, Laguna, such as Husi. I sometimes work with piña, which is a more delicate fabric. I source also from Abra, their fabrics there. I use the embroidery from Abra also. I also get trimming from the Mountain Province, and I like to incorporate these in the designs that I make. These are standout pieces. You don't really find them anywhere else in the world. I've gotten feedback from a lot of my clients that say that when they wear the embroidered pants that they get stopped in the street or at the airports abroad and they ask, where did you get your pants? I love them. So I think our products can be world-class. I actually graduated economics from the University of the Philippines, but my passion was always fashion. So just follow your dreams and follow, if you're passionate about something, I think that's the key to success, because if you have the drive for it, then you will want to make it happen. And my husband was always so supportive of me. From the day that I told him I wanted to make clothing, he was always telling me, you can do this, Dad, go for it. When I was hesitant and I was like, well, I have no background. I don't really have any background in design. I don't know tailoring. He was just saying, you know, just keep going, keep at it. And I got a lot of support from my family also. Then my friends said, oh, where can we buy? So that encouraged me a lot. And that's why I think 14 years later, I'm still around. I'm still doing what I do because of the passion and the love that I have for what I do. And what keeps me going and what motivates me actually is a verse that I keep to heart. And that is, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. I think this verse encompasses everything that we should do because there is a beautiful promise at the end, and it says He will make your paths straight if we just submit and obey Him in everything that we do.
Brought to you by SM Supermalls.
Financial aid para sa ating mga estudyante, yan ang pag-uusapan natin sa Kwentong Negosyo.
I'm Carmina, founder and CEO of Invested.ph. So Invested.ph is an education financing platform for college students or those taking postgraduate studies. At our app at Invested.ph, students can take out a loan for college or upskilling. We actually built a system that can deposit tuition directly to almost all the schools in the country, making it very convenient for students. And on top of that, we're actually the only fintech licensed by the SEC to do student lending. So what inspired me to start Invested? It's actually my parents. So parehas ng parents ko, laki talaga sila sa hirap nun. And sobrang naghirap sila makakuha ng funding to finish their college degree. So in fact, in the Philippines, we have 2 million college dropouts every year. And I founded Invested to change these statistics. Nakita ko na ang daming pera out there at mga taong gusto tumulong sa mga estudyante. Tapos ang daming estudyante na nangangailangan. Na bakit hindi nagko-connect itong dalawa? And it's because there was never a model that could make student financing sustainable for funders and also highly impactful for students. And that really gave the birth to Invested.ph, which is really that yung system na ginawa namin, kaya halos lahat nakakabayad para kaming parenting, right? So meron kaming strict parent and good parent approach. We have coaches that actually help students get placed in jobs para madali sila makabayad ng loan. Meron din kaming repayment coaches that actually teach financial literacy, paano mag-manage ng mga finances yung mga students. But meron din kaming strict parenting approach, which is we teach students na you need to fulfill your obligation and actually pay back your loan because this affects other borrowers and the sustainability of the program. So, ano nangyayari sa mga hindi nakakabayad, di ba? We can do house visits and remind the student na, you need to fulfill your obligation. And of course, in the country, you can also file for small claims court. And we do all of this like any other lender in the country in order to ensure yung sustainability ng program namin. So, yung result ng model namin actually na 90% nakakabayad, 10% hindi nakakabayad. It's actually the highest in student lending repayment rates dito sa ating bansa and actually also in the region. So, in comparison sa mga nag-try ng ganitong financing before, right? Our country actually tried it, and if you Google it, you'll see na 10% lang yung naging repayment rate, meaning 90% hindi nakakabayad. And also, other financial institutions who tried this only got up to 40 to 50%. So, ano ba yung relationship namin sa aming mga students? We are seen by our students na guide talaga nila from education to adulthood. Meron kami actually tinatawag na alumni loans, wherein yung mga graduates namin, bumabalik pa rin sila to ask for our guidance and also financing options kung gusto nila mag-masters or gusto na nila mag-business. In fact, meron kami mga students na sasabihan kami na Invested, qualified na kami sa lahat ng big banks, ino-offeran kami loans doon, pero sa Invested ko pa rin gusto magstay kasi kayo yung unang naniwala sa akin nung walang gusto magtiwala sa akin na financial institution. Dahil mataas yung repayment rates namin because of this model that we built, we actually managed to attract what we call a lot of lenders that are willing to help students, and we've seen the number of lenders and funds put into our program increase even throughout the pandemic. So, who are our lenders? Meron kami mga high net worth families and individuals. We also have employers as lenders. So, hindi lang nila gusto mag-CSR, pero they actually employ our graduates after, which also helps reduce yung risk, credit risk in our program, right? And we also have foundations and impact funds. Sa akin lang, sa tingin ko yung biggest contributor to our success, being wholehearted. It's not about whether or not I can succeed at it or whether or not I can do it. If I'm wholehearted about helping students, it doesn't matter because I will try to make it work. Wala talagang naniniwala na mag-work yung idea. I've always just maintained the commitment to the mission, and it has been, for me, the biggest contributor in solving all of the problems and challenges we encountered. So my grand vision really for Invested is eventually maiba natin yung utang culture natin sa country and financial literacy levels. Yung na-observe ko kasi, halos lahat ng Pinoy, yung una nilang lender, loan shark. Right? And yung effect nito in their development sa financial literacy, it has a very deep negative effect. And they bring that up to when they grow up. So if my billboard actually si Invested for loans, it would read like, after you get an invested loan, you become a better person. And I don't think any financial institution has a similar vision, where it's not just financing, but also really elevating and empowering people at the same time.
Our next partner will help you find ways sa pera-paraan, hatid sa inyo ng BDO.
Sabi nila, may good loan at bad loan. Pero, kailan pa naging good ang utang?
Good news! Totoong merong good loan. Pero paano nga ba nagiging good ang isang utang? Makinig mabuti at mag-take down notes sa mga sasabihin ko. Ako si Kabayan Shai, ang iyong kaakbay sa usaping bangko at pinansyal dito sa BDO Pera Paraan. Ang good loan ay paghiram para sa investment, pagpapalaki ng negosyo, pagbili ng bahay o lupa. Ang bad loan, ito ang pag-utang, kung saan ang binibili mo ay pang-porma lang or mga bagay na nagde-depreciate ang value over time, kagaya ng mga gadgets. Kaya siguraduhin kung mangungutang, may sapat na pondo pambayad kada buwan at panatilihing maganda ang credit standing mo sa mga bangko. Bakit? Para in the future, mas madali kayo makakapag-apply ng loans. Sana'y may natutunan kayo. Dito sa BDO Pera Paraan, we find ways para mas madali at mas masaya ang banking para sa ating lahat.
Dito sa NegoSHEnte, nagbibigay kami ng dagdag puhunan sa mga kababayan natin tuwing linggo. Sino kaya ang mapalad sa araw na ito? Samahan niyo ako. Let's go! So, nandito tayo sa Barangay Calzada dito sa Taguig City na kung saan isa sa mga micro-entrepreneurs dito sa lugar na to sa araw na ito ay makakatanggap ng dagdag puhunan. Hello, ate! Hi! Magandang gabi. Kumusta? Okay. Ano pong pangalan ninyo? Angel? Angel Ann. Kayo ho bang may-ari ng karinderya na to?
Mother ko po.
Si Mother. Mother, ano pong pangalan ninyo?
Emma Aluan.
Emma Aluan. Mga ilang taon na po tayo na nagkakarinderya?
6 years na yata po.
Malakas ho ba ang benta?
Depende.
Depende sa araw.
Minsan nahilang, minsan okay.
Okay, pero nakakamagkano ho ba tayo sa araw-araw? If you don't mind na...
Ano yun, minsan mga 20, 10.
Ay, talaga. Okay. Ano pong pinakamalakas na ulam sa mga binibenta ho ninyo?
Sisig.
Sisig. Magkano naman ho yan per order?
70.
70. Okay. So, tumutulong si Angel. Tumutulong si Angel
Tulong po.
sa pagbibenta araw-araw. Okay. So, kayo ho ba'y nangangailangan ng dagdag puhunan?
Siyempre po, lalo mag-enroll na naman anak ko.
Okay, ilang taon ho na ho ba? Ulit? 6 years na silang nagkakarinderya. At ngayon, napakaswerte ni Aling Emma at ni Angel. Dahil makakatanggap kayo ng 5,000 sa araw na ito. Okay? Gusto mo ba ninyo? Okay, 5,000 dagdag puhunan para lalong mapalago ang karinderya. Okay? Mula sa NegoSHEnte at kay Ninang Sara. Okay, so bilangin natin ha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Para sa inyo. Okay, pasalamatan natin si Ninang Sara.
Maraming salamat po, Miss Sarah. Malaking tulong na po ito. Thank you po.
Congratulations sa inyo.
Salamat po. Tulong po sa amin.
Ako si Rhoda Caliwara sa NegoSHEnte. Sumanood kayo ha. NegoSHEnte sa GMA Pinoy Hits ng 4 o'clock every Sunday. Okay?
Thank you po.
Okay, saan ka manonood? Anong panonoorin mo?
Sa GMA NegoSHEnte.
Sunday ng
Sunday
4
p.m.
4 p.m.
Thank you po.
Alright, thank you sa inyo. God bless you. Congratulations ha. Sana nakatulong yan pandagdag puhunan sa negosyo mo. Kita tayo ulit next week at sana sa lugar naman ninyo. Ito si Rhoda Castro-Caliwara na naniniwalang pag may negosyo, may trabaho. Dito sa Kupukuluruan. Alright. Mali. Ang ating features sa